Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus sessions. My name is Brad. I'm your host, and I'm joining you again from Arlene's Grocery in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Thank you, Arlene's, for hosting this. And we have got an international show today. We've got dialing in from Glasgow is Declan Welsh and the Decadent West. We have dialing in from Bergen, Norway, the other end. And joining us from Oslo is Veps. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's great to see you. Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, man. So thank you so much for doing this. It's been a total pleasure to check out the videos that you guys have recorded and sent in. And happy birthday to Duncan. It is Duncan's birthday today. So well done to you for turning another age. And there's all sorts of cool stuff happening, man. Declan Welsh and the Decadent West has an EP coming out in September. We've got the other end. The album is about to start being recorded, is due out in not too long, and big congratulations to Veps, because Open the Door, the debut EP, is out right now. It just came out a couple hours ago, so congratulations to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, so we'll go through this session alphabetically, as we always do, meaning that Declan Welsh and the Decadent West will come up first. And so Veps, we end the other end. We will say farewell to you for a couple of minutes. Press all these buttons here, but not the Declan button. And all right, here we go, guys. So the let's see, all are we listening to all new songs today? Or are you going to do anything from the 2019 from Cheaply Bought and Expensively Sold?
We have one song from Cheaply Bought, Expensively Sold, which is absurd. Everything else, I think, is new, apart from there's a tune from the EP that we released right at the start of lockdown called Shame. But yeah, almost everything else is brand new.
Nice. First time we played any of the songs as well, so it's like the first time doing a live set, like almost during the start of COVID as well. So this is it's a lot of fun.
We're sorry, basically. That's what we want to say. We're really sorry.
Man, dude, I think you guys did great, and we'll dive right into it. The video version of you does a really good job of introducing each of these songs, so I think we'll cut to the video and get underway.
Cool.
The Colossus Festival. We are Declan Welsh and the Decadent West for Glasgow, Scotland. Thank you very much for having us to your live stream version of the festival that is definitely much more fun than actually getting to come to New York and see it. We come to you today from a studio basement in Glasgow. It's about 30 degrees outside. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's hot. So apologies for the sweat, but this is a tune called Off at One.
I'll get off at one. I'll meet you when I'm done. I'll get in, I'll get off at one. I'll meet you when I'm done. We'll get a drink together. 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 And starts my faces let down before king size. Have you got one? I would smoke one, but I get on, get back there. I'll get off at one. I'll meet you when I'm done. I get it, I get off at one. I'll meet you when I'm done. We'll get a drink together. 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 We'll get. I want to come, but I don't really know if I have it in me. I want to come, I don't really know if I have it in me. I want to come. I don't really know if I have it in me. I want it to come, but I don't really know if I have it in me. I want to come and see you, but I don't know if I have it in me. I want to come and see you, but I don't know if I have it in me. I know, and how could I go? How could I run? I know I've seen all the things I've done. How could I run? How could I run? I know the things I've seen and done. And how could I run? How could I go? How could you see all the things I've done? How could I run? How could I go? Oh, but I get off in one. That song is about working at shitey bars in Glasgow. Or for American audiences, that's about tending bar in Brooklyn or wherever the fuck.
Sorry about that. You know, like, you think it's funny to do an American accent, then you're on a live stream American and you start to feel quite bad about it. Sorry, mate.
Dude, I think you nailed the wherever the fuck, man. Wherever the fuck, dude. It's fun. Right in the middle of the American accent, dude. I felt great about that. I hope you feel good about it too. Is the room that you guys played, what does the production tend to look like as you record? I mean, I imagine that the tunes for the EP that's coming out in September have been recorded already. Is that the room? Like, do you guys do home studio stuff? Are you out at a studio in Glasgow, or what does it look like when you guys work?
So the studio that we film that in is we have a rehearsal space in Glasgow that's kind of and that is that rehearsal space looking as good as it can possibly look. Even down to the Celtic and M&M and Scotland flags in the corner. So that is where we rehearse, but we have a studio in Glasgow. We work with Chris Marshall, Jamie Holmes, two amazing producers from Glasgow. Don't know if Americans know about Jerry Cinnamon at all, but he was...
Yeah.
Or Mogwai as well. We recorded in that studio, and it's one of the best sounding spaces in Glasgow. So honestly, so happy to go in there, and it's just you go in and you're recording on a microphone that costs more than your house, and you just feel a little bit self-conscious. But it's fantastic. It's amazing.
Yeah, good, man. Well, I'm glad you get a chance to record on fancy mics like that. But also, I mean, the DIY version of what you've just done and what we're watching right now is amazing, man. It's you recorded the audio in a killer way. I think it sounds wonderful.
We need to say that our sound tech in our pal from school, Ross Cathcart,
all right, Ross,
taught himself how to edit videos for the purposes of this session. Yeah. So fair play to him, man. A man of many talents.
And I have to shout as well, my flatmate Declan Cairns and your girlfriend Jen and Ben's girlfriend Steph all filmed that, and they did a really good job for never having done anything like that before, put everything together So
it's great when you get to just ask people to do stuff out of nowhere. 10 minutes before on a Sunday night, do you want to be a camera assistant for a laugh?
It was a really good team DIY effort, to be honest. It was good fun.
This year's really brought us all together, it's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good, man. Well, it comes across that way, man. It looks like a group of people having fun together, and man, I really appreciate that you guys did that for this. And do you want to dive back in and check out more of it?
Go for it.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
In New York, Decadent bar. This next one is called Absurd, and it is about, I don't know, the fact that we need to sell stuff and be small business owners, but all we really want to do is write things and play guitar.
What's it to be done with a lyric pen and guitar lick gun and bills to be paid? Is there a point to be made? So fools pursuit in the first place. Can you look yourself in the face? Say you tried, can you say you survived? Can you say anything without sounding contrived? Where do we go? Struggles in this old world. gun principles, cheaply bought and expensively sold. What does your t-shirt say? I'm still not Victoria, siempre. It's not enough to see the right things, and no one always does the right things. We have to commit to learning from our mistakes, trying to better for all of our sakes. But what do we do? I've gotta walk and you do too. Get you tired and blue to be choosing between rent or food. And where do we go? Trying to even go on the toe. Only one thing I know, that everybody struggles in this so I will live and die and compromise the things I buy, the tears I cry. I can't deny, like passing time, I've been down and up to lie.
This is the first time we've played a lot of these songs in about a year and a half.
Yeah, it must be that.
No, so today's your birthday, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy. No, we don't. Yeah, second COVID birthday. Really enjoying it. And all together. Round of applause for COVID.
Yes, time for a round of applause for COVID. Thank you, Duncan.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, cheers. I suppose I'll drink to that. It's the first time I've ever applauded COVID, but there we go.
You know when you say words and the second you say them, you realize that was the last thing you should have said. That's what that moment was.
Man, so what is the what's the culture and what's it like in Glasgow right now? Are you able to celebrate birthdays and other important occasions the way that you want to, or is it still kind of restrictions in place?
We've just about got to a stage where people are allowed in houses and we can see each other outside, but it's been a long time. We were in lockdown for about 5, 6, 7 months.
Yeah, I mean, like, since
lockdown.
like in the summer, like COVID cases got better and everyone could kind of go back to normal a wee bit, but like from like November, I think like pubs were shut, bars were shut, clubs have been shut obviously for a year, but like nothing's been back to normal. Like you can barely see anyone in your own house.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting back to normal now, which is great. So
Aye.
More normal.
Our government's been quite cautious, which is frustrating in the short term, but I'm kind of glad that they have been.
Yeah. Yeah, the Scottish government.
The
Anyway.
Scottish government.
Oh, I know the UK government.
The UK government.
You'll need another 4 hours in your live stream if you want us to start talking about the UK government.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are able to be together right now and that it is getting back to normal. It's kind of sort of happening slowly here in New York as well. And I wonder where the internet, are dialed in from right now. I know Steve. I know where Steve is. Steve is definitely here in New York. Lindsay Erskine is listening in her greenhouse, pottering away. Fantastic. Good for you, Lindsay. I'm glad you're getting some gardening done at the same time that this is happening. It sounds like a delightful way to watch this. But yeah, internet. Where are you dialed in from? I imagine we've got a pretty international crowd dialed in today. And yeah, man, happy birthday again. And let's do more music, right?
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Perfect.
All right, here we go.
We might need to cut that. This next tune is Shame. We released an EP at the start of lockdown, and this was on it, and it's about feeling whatever it's pointless. Even though it isn't really. This is just an exploration of those feelings. There is a point in things.
It's a shame It's a sin that there's no point in anything. Someone's told me that nihilism was liberated, that wonder was uncovered in inventing a meaning, that we're not lost in a sea of disinterested stars, but the only engine running in a world of parked cars. My friend recommended the life of a hedonist, but truth be told, I don't think that I have the head for it. I was once invited, but it didn't pan out, and the bell up before I was playing with such doubt. All the things that you want, but you can't just do. Best case, alien expected, I love it, the room. Wow! It's a shame, it's a sin, there's no point in anything. Delicate wall, paper bed, showing us through everything. Only 2 days, first days having on. I said I didn't feel tempted to impress someone. The truth is, that's only at most half true. If you don't think about something, can't be scared of it, can you? But as such, the self-preservative power of the mind that hides something so well, there's no chance that you'll find them well. I feel a reckoning, but I'm reckoning. There ain't no makeup, beckoning, no hell below. To go to know just the unsolvable puzzle of unconsciousness. Fuck! It's a shame, it's a sin, but there's no point in anything. Delicate walls, paper thin, showing us wrong. Everything. Loving is so short, forgetting so long. Oh, loving is so short, forgetting so long. Oh, and loving is so short, forgetting so long. Oh, loving is so short, forgetting so long. Well, that's the best part of the record I could come up with. Still doesn't make me feel any better, but it makes me feel like I'm adrift in a sea of meaningless poetry.
Need a couple of guitar strums there for you?
The song's over.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Sorry. Hit the wrong button there. Yeah, man. So, dude, as expected, we definitely do have an international crowd tuned in. Jack's dialed in from Hoboken. Sean is dialed in from Glasgow.
Sean,
yeah. Robbie as well.
Hoboken is New Jersey, is that right?
Yeah. That's right. We've got Norway. Norway is here as well. East Kilbride is here. So we've got. And we also, Saeed Mahmoud is dialed in from Palestine. So we've got Saeed. Yeah. Which, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I was familiar with that show that you guys played in Palestine with a group of refugee kids, which, I mean, that's a heavy thing and a great thing to go do. Can we talk a little bit about, I mean, have you been able to continue to do sort of socially conscious moves like that maybe throughout pandemic, or do you have plans going forward to continue to make moves like that and play shows similar to that?
We're always open to, I mean, that's kind of part of the band that it always has been, especially Palestine, because I was lucky enough to go over there, and look, the gigs were an excuse, and Saeed was somebody that I met over there, and Saeed, it's amazing that you're tuning in, man. And solidarity to you, and I know things must be tough over there now, but like, the Palestinian people are some of the most inspiring, strong-willed, beautiful, kind, welcoming folk I've ever met. So it is a total humbling privilege to have someone tune in that I met over there. But we try as best we can to remain involved with stuff like that. Over lockdown, an amazing group called Glasgow St Pauli did a couple of fundraisers and put out a live stream, and I did a couple tunes for them. But we are just more than anything, it was just amazing to go and see it. The impact that I had is absolutely minimal. Do you know what I mean? It's a drop in the ocean. I'm not going over there and saving anything or doing anything. Or I was over there to see, and I came back smarter, and I came back more inspired, and I came back just with more of an appreciation of what it was about. So it was a total privilege on my part to get to go over there, and I hope to get back there as soon as I possibly can, because it's just such a beautiful, wonderful place.
Good, man. Well, I'm glad that you're out there in the world doing it, and we're always happy to use this platform to amplify the voices of people that are out there and doing shit that matters. So thank you for doing that and for sharing it here.
I deserve no thanks for that, man. None at all. It was my privilege completely.
I understand what you're saying about what you're doing is minimal, and we could be doing more, but you've done more than I have. I have not been there. I don't have as much of an insight into what's going on as you do. So it is something, man. And I commend you for it. I commend Saeed for being here, man. It's good. I'm glad that you're here and checking it out. Well, let's dive into more. I lost my place in the video, so I might have to scrub around here for a second. So I apologize in advance. But let's see. There's 2 more songs coming up, right?
Yes, there is. There's 3. Is it 3?
Three more songs.
3. I think if it's okay with you guys, we'll roll straight on through instead of breaking to talks. I think people dialed in for your music more than they dialed in for me to blah 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 or say anything. So we'll just roll through to the end. Bear with me for about 30 seconds while I find our place again. Sorry, internet. Sorry, guys. I think that's it, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's
cool.
That's it's about 20-50 minutes left.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, this next song is called Vladimir, and it's coming out. When is our EP coming out? September?
Aye.
I don't know. The fall.
Said to me, love is so bourgeois, always so cynical, he gets it from his mom. Well, he can look a compliment and straight in the eye. I never meant to sound insincere. Oh, Vladimir, I can't quite believe we're standing here. It was a fisherman's camp, 'cause he's going. He shaves it every morning as the thing gets cold. He said, sometimes I said fine. I said I'd rather go blind. I don't have the will. I would look ill in my head shape, man, still surprise me. And if I wasn't older, if I was still young, I'd make people pendulum had swung, but I'm confronted with all we haven't done. Oh, Vlad, you're not the one. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. But I still love him. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. But I still love him. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. But I still love him. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. No, he's not the one. But I still love him.
crack on.
This is Bergen, friend.
I think he's going to do something.
Parisian friends, I want Parisian friends. We don't have to like each other, we can always pretend. Will you be mon ami, or just be see to be where we need to be seen? La mode slash your baby, if you know what I mean. Well, we discuss commode and mean the condescend on my Parisian friend. It's unglorified, they can taste things in the mind you can barely comprehend. Parisi, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisi, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisi, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisi, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Coming straight from Vogue, looking chic and rogue. Always the rouge you say, ne parlez-vous français? Je suis de soleil, I am a, how you say? A simple Philistine. I don't even drink wine, but the way you drink it, it makes me kind of think that I could get on board with your nice mellow. I'm always stimulated cause they're so sophisticated. You know, I would recommend all my Parisian friends. With me, my naughty blonde, she forgot you get your song. They just your acting simple, my Parisian friend. Distinguished reputations and cultural conversations. You can depend on my Parisian friend. Parisian friends, Parisian friends. Yeah, it's probably pretty cool we have. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Woo! Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Parisian, oh now now, hey now now, French now now. Allez!
Cheers!
Yeah.
It's very hot in this room. I hope it's also boiling wherever you are. That's the last tune, isn't it? Yeah. So this is the last song.
Last song, Glasses.
Thank you very much to all 10 to 20 of you watching this. We really appreciate it. And bye, cheers for having us in the stream. We would love to come over to New York sometime if anyone wants to make that happen. We'll play anywhere after COVID restrictions are lifted. If you want to pay us to play in your basement for 2 weeks,
Non-stop, 24 hours a day for 2 weeks. Gotta eat.
as long as we can go to like Times Square in between it.
I want to see the Friends fountain, and that's about it.
So this is called Another One, and it's kind of about the last year and how lockdowns messed with all of us, but how there is hope and light at the end of the tunnel.
I care for your taxi at a normal exchange. How's everyone doing? Does anything change? All that I'm saying is that I've no reason to set the alarm. Now that we're done speaking, I have been the same. Up to fuck all, really. Up to much yourself was good to sort of see it. And it's somewhere that the reason I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling is because of the things that I'm eating, the way that I'm sleeping, at least as a token. I guess I should stop smoking. I've become scared of the endless expanse that waits torment outside my front door. And what if I've forgotten things? What if I can't dance? What if I couldn't before? All that I'm saying is that I've no reason to set the alarm. Now that we're done speaking, I have been the same. Up to fuck all, really. Up to much yourself was good to sort of see you. At least we have temporary eyes, it is, in a world that's built like this. Oh, silence turns to sound when someone buys a rug. I feel much better then. I'll love you then, my friend. When streets are warm with noise, when we have a choice, when I can see your face, shade of fond embrace. I don't want the moon, but something soon I'd like to sing with you. I don't want the moon, but someday soon I'd like to sing with you. When silence turns to sound, when someone buys around, I feel much better then. I love you then, my friend. Cheers.
All right. Thank you guys. Yeah. Man, this has been a total pleasure. Thanks for doing this. Have we seen Macy yet? Is Macy still around?
Where's Macy?
I don't know where she is. I think
Macy's too busy for this. She could
man.
give us like 2 minutes at the start, but she's quite a hectic schedule packed in.
Well, I mean, understandably so. She is absolutely adorable. She was the star of the pre-show of the sound check, and just to paint a picture for the internet, it's the most adorable 10-year-old. I don't know what breed, but it's the most adorable dog I've seen in months.
she's a wee mini Yorkie. She's honestly fantastic. She's kept me sane for the last year, and that's all I'll say.
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for doing this, and let us all welcome the other end, dialed in from Bergen, Norway, right now. Ida and Alex, it's great to see you.
Hey guys.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Declan, we'll send you guys over to side stage for the time being, and we'll dive into the other end. So, Ida and Alex, congratulations to you in advance. I know that there is a lot of new music coming up, and all of the music that you're sharing with us today is from the forthcoming record, which will be out at some point in 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit about what we're about to see first?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're going to play 4 songs that are brand new, made this year. Probably never played before. Yeah, we did a show where we actually played all of them a couple of weeks ago. But
gigs are finally back in Bergen, Norway. So it's been good to actually play for people.
Yeah, so the people that were at that show have seen the music, but this is the first time that the internet is seeing these songs?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for premiering them here, and let's do it. Let's dive right into 4 brand new songs from the other end.
I've been thinking of the rain, let it wash away the pain. When I miss you, I read all the letters you wrote. Don't know what I thought I'd find, but you were never mine. I'm glad that I gave you my heart, but you broke it. Lately, I've been dreaming of California. Lately, I've been longing to California. Oh, to live in a canyon. Have a garden to hang around, listening to Jackson Brown, writing songs about flowers and lighting the fire. We could be who we used to be, singing loud about breaking free. I wish I had savings for running away. Lately, I've been dreaming of California. Lately, I've been longing to California. Oh, to live in a canyon. Lately, I've been dreaming of California. To live in a canyon. To love in a canyon. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ida. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So I was just thinking this as the internet commented this, very evocative of that Laurel Canyon sound, says Jack Silbert from New Jersey. And so I happen to know that a lot of this was written. You guys were in Berlin when a lot of, if not all of the songwriting was done. Can you talk a little bit about that? You pulled a page out of the Iggy Pop and David Bowie playbook and went to Berlin and wrote some songs about Jackson Browne, which is awesome. What was that experience like in Berlin for you?
Well, we went to Berlin in December 2019, and we're supposed to be there for 4 months, but then we had to come back earlier because of the pandemic situation. But we thought we were going to Berlin to get a lot of inspiration and just take in the city. And
I had the plan to build a modular synth. We were listening to stuff like Sophie and wanted to, start experimenting with electronic music and stuff like that. But
we ended up just locking ourselves in an apartment and just write totally acoustic songs for all of them. Yeah, all 3 of the months.
Yeah,
so.
we started trying out some loops and stuff and making melodies on top of it, and it sounded not good.
No, so actually, so these songs that you're hearing tonight, because we wrote an entire album in Berlin, but then we came back and all of the recording sessions and everything was postponed. So we ended up just writing new songs.
Yeah.
So these songs are actually quarantine written in Bergen.
And most of these songs are actually written the last couple of months. I think we really got going in February, and we made most of the songs I think we're going to have on the album this last
So the truth
month.
is that we went to Berlin to write an album, but then we just never released that album. And then we wrote a new album when we came back home, and that's 3 songs.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm sure that was still time well used. So you spent that time maybe in Berlin, like organizing your thoughts and trying out different things.
And we learned a lot about what we didn't want to write. And we had to write those songs to write these songs. So,
well, I think that makes a little bit of sense to me in my mind. Bergen is a place full of natural beauty. Laurel Canyon is a place full of natural beauty. Maybe a little bit more similarities between Laurel Canyon and Bergen than there are between Laurel Canyon and Berlin. So I think thank you for filling me in on that bit. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this very much, and there's a lot more to be shared. Would you tell us what's happening second today?
Yeah, this is a piano ballad. It's called I Disappear. It's written the Easter, I think.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We'll dive in right now.
Klar?
Ja.
My God, I'm soon to be embraced by the sea, and just like fleeting thoughts, I leave a scar in the sand. Gravity's pulling me closer to you. I'm almost there. I've seen it appear in a vision. It's all encompassing. I am covered in the black. Oh, and as I'm letting go, I disappear into everything. I'm free. My soul is a handful of stones stuffed in my pockets. 2 times a rope swung tight around my waist. My strawberry fields at the bottom of the sea. I contain my sins, I let no one in. I crawled in my shell, though she begged me not to leave. Oh. And as I'm letting go, into everything. I'm free. My God, there's nothing here. I'm free. My God, you lied to me. Oh, you lied to me.
All right. Thank you, Ida. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can we take a quick opportunity to learn some Norwegian together? I presume that this is a compliment. It seems like it is. Edgar says that. What does that mean?
He says it's that's where I'm from. It's my dad, so I guess.
Welcome, Dad.
Yeah, Oslo is my home town. Yeah, and
Okay.
also where the song was written. So I guess yeah, it makes sense.
Nice. Well, thank you for checking in. That's awesome, man. And we so I've spent I was telling you offline a little bit. I mean, my wife is Norwegian. I've gotten to spend a good amount of time there. And I mean, the first artist I ever saw was Torgeir Voldemar at Big Dipper in Oslo. I've enjoyed Darling West, and it seems like the indie folk scene there is thriving, and there's a lot of Americana and Roots fans. Can you talk a little bit about what your perception of the scene in Bergen specifically, and maybe greater in all of Norway, is like?
Yeah, you're right. It's really getting better or the Americana bands are really, beginning to take center stage. It feels there are some great labels with Jansen and Die With Your Boots On, who are pushing these artists. And you mentioned Darling West. There are
Malin Pettersen,
and Northern Bell.
Bell, yeah.
So there is really become a great country and Americana scene in Norway now.
Yeah. It's really it's really good. Yeah.
Does it seem like Bergen? Yeah. Does Bergen seem like an epicenter of that to you, or is it more just is Oslo where it's happening?
Yeah, it seems like Oslo is the place where most of these bands are coming from. Yeah.
Bergen is more of an indie rock and rock city.
Yeah, I think there are more indie bands here, and the folk scene in Bergen.
So we're probably just forgetting about.
Yeah, they're probably great bands.
Are there enough clubs there? I mean, are you able to play locally on a pretty regular basis, or do you find that for the most part that your shows are throughout Scandinavia and throughout Europe?
Well, we have played a lot of venues in Bergen the past few years, but and we actually played on the stage behind you in 2019, and
but there's a limit to how many concerts you can have in Bergen because it's not that big of a city. So you, if you play, I think more than 2 or 3 shows
a year,
you kind of
you use up the audience.
It always blows my mind. I mean, the city that I'm in right now has a bigger population than the country that you're in, and I just never thought of that until I started thinking about Norway a lot more when I started dating my wife. That's just a crazy thing to me. There's so much space, so much beautiful space there, and just not that many people.
Yeah, but we did, as we said before, we did play a long a gig that was. I can't find the words, but it was so much fun to play.
It's fine in Norwegian also, even if I don't understand it. If you want to speak in Norwegian, I know we've got a good Norwegian audience.
We hadn't played live since 2019 because we moved to Berlin, and then we wanted to write the album, and then Corona came, and then the first gig we had was 2021, just a couple of weeks ago. Just playing live again for an audience.
Then we hadn't played since 2019, so for people, so
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to get going again. It feels like things are happening again. Venues are popping up.
Yeah, and a lot of new venues.
Again.
Good.
So the scene is getting really good in Bergen right now.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it feels like it's happening. I mean, spring, summer, it feels like there's a sense of rebirth here. I mean, there's people. I wish my computer's plugged into too many things to be able to turn it around, but I would love to be able to show you the sidewalk right now. It's actually active for the first time in a long time. Well, cool. I'm glad that that's happening. Thank you for sharing a bit about Bergen with us. And are you ready to dive into the third song?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Yes. Dry.
Dry and old.
Dry and old.
In Norwegian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
I try to just imagine her, a gentle passing traveler. Oh, my darling, I'm waiting for you. A breath of wide-eyed confidence, hidden blushing innocence. Oh, my baby, I'm longing for you. I may have lost you too many times. Such a minor detail in a delicate game. Love was never fair to us, killed us by 1,000 cuts. Oh, honey, I'm dreaming of you. I'm dreaming of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, this sounds wonderful. It's
Thanks.
the way you both mix yourself around one microphone is great. I mean, you're very like aware of your relation spatially to the mic, and it sounds excellent the way you did it.
Thanks.
Is that what the studio approach tends to be for you? Is it one mic and mix yourselves in space, or is it a little bit more isolated than that in the studio, or how does that tend to work?
We've been doing it live earlier, but we have been miking everything.
But we have been the EP that's on Spotify. All of the songs are recorded like one take and live together in the studio.
But with more than one mic. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But doing the demos like that and doing the live session as well, it's been a nice experience to, as you say, work with the distance and with the volume of the harmonies and the guitars as well are different. So. Yeah.
And that particular guitar only has 3 very old strings, so the guitar gets a nice, sweet sound because of that.
Yeah, I really like that guitar. It was given to Ida from her neighbors. They were throwing it away, but
we tend to make a lot of noise, obviously, because we write a lot of our music in my apartment. And I have the best neighbors downstairs. And instead of yelling at us for making a lot of noise, they gave us a new guitar, or a really old guitar.
Yeah, instead of yelling, they gave you an acoustic instrument so that you can. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Yeah, those old 3 strings, that adds a nice warmth to the sound of that guitar.
Yeah.
Have you ever found a case where you did the demo around one mic and then got a little bit more intricate and fancy and started miking things and then just decided, you know what, the one mic version of that's the sound?
Yeah, it's not only the one mic thing either, but it's doing and getting the live vibe of the recording. We are always looking for the imperfections you get when you do it like that, and it's hard when you go into a studio as well, and you practice and you maybe you get a bit more stressed than you are when you are at home.
And you have all the opportunities in the world, and we tend to like to limit ourselves, and we have more. Well, probably. Every time we record songs, we tend to try to make them a lot bigger, but then we just take everything away from them and always release the stripped back versions.
We kind of make that experience every time.
Yeah.
We always want to build it out, and then we take it back to only the basics, and that usually is all that we need.
Yeah. That's. It feels like a good approach for us.
Yeah, have you made some of those pre-production decisions for when you get into the studio this summer to record the upcoming album? I mean, does that seem like it's going to be the same approach again, or is it like blank slate every time?
It's blank slate, and I think we're going to build them a bit bigger this time.
We say that now.
Yeah, but I'm quite sure we're going to do it, especially get drums and bass and piano, and try, especially the last song. We did it with the full band a month ago, and it sounded great. So I think for some of the songs, I think they would really work being a bit bigger. But the songs we have made now is also a bit different than what we made earlier. So
But
nice.
It will probably be more than just the 2 of us on this forthcoming recording.
Mm.
Good. Well, cheers to you. Best of luck on the recording as you go into the studio this summer.
Thank you.
And we still there's more of your music to be shared.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the 4th one right now?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Oh, actually, I did the same thing again. I hit the wrong button, so I'm gonna find. Let's see. The 4th one's piano, or no, the 4th one is a 6-string guitar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Love Song.
All right, I think we're at the right spot. Here we go.
Right in back.
My longing for summer is covered in white. Everything sparkles in the night. I see your eyes, it's smoke. My frozen hands, your warming stroke. I don't even long for spring. If I could be yours again, I don't expect the movie, but maybe a simple love song. If you would give me just an hour more, it could be more than just a kiss by the door. We walked these stairs so many times before. Now they feel like the final steps of a war. I'd give every drop of summer rain to walk by your side again. I don't expect the movies, but maybe a simple love song. Soon we will be melting like April snow. I wish I did believe you when you told me I'm the only one. I cannot be your stranger, but some things never change. I don't expect the movies. I don't expect the movies. I don't expect the movies, but maybe a simple love song.
All right, thank you both.
Thank
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for staying up and doing this. I know it's just
Thank you.
just past midnight now over where you are. This has been great. I really appreciate the music.
Thank
and
you so much.
Best of luck when you get into the studio and
you.
record this. We'll be I'll stay tuned for when the album name and release date and all the details are available,
Yeah.
and potentially see you here on this stage in
Yeah.
New
We
Colossus
would love to come
2022.
back to Orleans.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
so-
yeah, we'd love to have you. So thank you very much. And other
Thanks
end,
for having
would you help me now to welcome to the
Yeah.
stage? We've got Veps dialing in from Oslo right now. Welcome, Veps. Welcome, Veps. Welcome, Veps.
We're big Veps fans.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So other end, thank you guys so much for doing this. We'll send
Thank
you over
you.
to side stage right now. And Veps, there's so much cool stuff happening for you guys today. Open the door. The debut EP is out right now as we speak. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I mean, very, very cool to have the debut out on vinyl. So it exists. I know that you haven't actually taken delivery of that vinyl yet and haven't seen it, but I imagine that's got to be very exciting to be able to actually have a physical version of the thing that you guys created.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's kind of like a life goal for a musician to have a pressed vinyl of their music, and we have one already, so that's really cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. And thank you very much for staying up to do this. I realize that it's just now past midnight in Oslo, but it's not a school night, fortunately, which is great. So we appreciate you doing this. And it's awesome that you're in high school still. You're all so much cooler than I was when I was 17 years old. I wasn't doing anything, and you're releasing your debut EP, which is amazing. Can we talk a little bit about what it's been like for you to balance the demands of like full-time demands of high school versus music stuff and putting this music out into the world?
Well, I mean, for us, playing in a band has kind of been our free time activity. So for the kids playing football, this is our equal to that. And it feels so good to finally get to show everyone what we're doing. And I love that playing in a band actually takes up more and more of my time. And it's not just that free time activity anymore. It feels more like something I do to feel good and to just feel like I accomplished something.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's a real thing. I mean, you're doing this show right now. You've got the physical vinyl. You're playing that show at Blå in Oslo on June 18th, which is going to be a ton of fun. And then you've got a couple of dates with one of, if not one of my very favorite Norwegian bands. You've got 2 dates with Death by Unga Bunga in October and November, which is, please tell Sebastian and all the guys that I said hi. Those guys are just delightful. It was Stian's birthday yesterday or 2 days ago, I think.
All right.
And so yeah, that's going to be amazing. Congratulations to you on all those things. Is this is that the first time you guys have played this venue? Is this all a lot of firsts for you?
Yeah, definitely a lot of firsts lately. We played at a venue right next to Blå, which is called Ingensteds, which is kind of like the level under, I guess you could say.
It's like the John D to its Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we just played our first gig outside of Oslo this spring. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations on everything. And thank you for joining us here today. Are you ready to? We'll check out one of the 5 songs from the debut EP. You did a beautiful video from Maya's garden, and we'll show this to the internet right now.
Great.
Hello, we are Veps from Oslo, Norway, and today, actually, we released a new EP called Open the Door, and it's out everywhere, so go check that out. And this is Oliver.
This will be the acoustic version of Oliver, and it's only available on the vinyl of the EP. And relax, this is only lemonade.
The word goodbye sounds like a lie. I thought I didn't leave out my emotions. Opened the door, I fell to the floor. I thought that you and I would be the answer. I'm all alone where I stand. It's killing me, killing me. She's reaching out for your hand. You gotta be kidding me. How could you misunderstand? You gotta be kidding me. How could you misunderstand? You ran away on demand and don't ever come home.
Thank
That was a
you.
wonderful choreography happening there in the background. That was great. Out in Eckeberg amongst the statues. That was really cool, man. I enjoyed that, and best of luck on the EP. It's out right now. So if the internet, we've got a decent crowd tuned in right now. So if everybody who's watching enjoyed what they just heard, please check out Open the Door. It's just out today, and you can order. It's out on K9 Records, right? Yeah, out on K9 Records. There's physical vinyl that exists, which is very, very cool. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we will, Declan and the other end, we'll bring you guys back right now. Just a heads up, just so you know, you're about to be on the internet again. Here we go, Declan, the other end. Thank you guys again so much for doing this. And Duncan, I was... my wife chatted when you said the thing about the Friends Fountain. The Friends Fountain is in Burbank, dude. It's in LA. It's a soundstage thing in Los Angeles. That is not a New York item. So you got to go to LA to check that out. And you guys, the other end and Declan, you guys are both muted right now.
We're muted.
Hey. Nice. I was just thanking everybody for doing this, man. This has been a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Duncan, and best of luck to everybody on everything. There's a lot of projects coming up.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for having us, and well done to the Norwegians. It was great getting to listen to these.
Thank you.
I don't know if you have a clue what we're saying, but I can switch to an English accent at any point if it's a lot easier to understand.
And we know you've got an American accent too. If you want to talk about bartenders in Brooklyn too.
That's you been done, mate. That's you been done.
Nice. Well, dude, this has been a ton of fun. Thank you, everybody, for your time and for your music and for everything. And we'll see you. I'll see you here, maybe in this room in March of 2022. We'll see.
Thank God, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.